Happy full moon and Scorpio time. Yes, that's right. The full moon in Scorpio was just exact a little bit earlier today on Monday, May 12th. And this full moon in Scorpio is activating your passion. It's activating your drive. It's also activating your intensity. Watch out though, because there is a lot of emotional intensity with this one. And there is, whenever Scorpio is being activated, there is a tendency to create unnecessary drama or to step into unnecessary drama. And really, that is simply the subconscious expression of the desire for creating change and transformation. So instead of stepping into drama, instead of creating drama and, all these problems in your life, step back and see if you can create some positive change instead. And also look at where you are passionate. What are you passionate about? Where do you want to channel your passion? Where do you want to beautify as well in your life? Where do you want to increase that feeling of feeling alive? Passion is about feeling alive, whether it is a romantic sexual passion or a spiritual passion. It's about connecting with life force energy, renewing. And Scorpio is the sign of transformation. And of course, at the time of the full moon, the moon in Scorpio is dancing with the sun in Taurus. They are in a dance together. They are opposing each other. Taurus is earthy and grounded. It is a building factor, whereas Scorpio churns underneath and it erupts and it dislodges things. It says to cleanse and to let go. So you have to balance this all in a dance. So if you can, tune into your heart and also your third eye, your higher consciousness, your wisdom, or even your gut feeling, whatever works for you. Tune into all of that and try to have discernment right now. Look at where do you need to let go, to purge, to just move on. And where do you need to build more? Where do you need to fortify your foundations, to strengthen? Because it's not all about letting go, it's also about building at the same time. But you let go to build better. I think of it as streamlining. So where do you need to streamline? Okay, just very practically. And this can be applied emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, on all levels. I mean, this could be something, as concrete as, looking at your dietary and culinary practices, how you're cooking in the kitchen for the months ahead and how you're going to streamline that. And of course, this also can be applied to your higher life path. And remember, this full moon can trigger and activate your tendency to create unnecessary dramas or to step into unnecessary dramas. And by the way, that includes getting your consciousness overly involved in world events that you can do nothing about. Why do we get in these dramas, whether it's creating our own unnecessary dramas or stepping into other people's, dramas? That includes playing therapist to people that you're not their therapist, okay? Why do we get involved in all this? It's because that drama, it's the subconscious expression of the desire to create change and transformation. But to create change and transformation, you have to be more conscious. So if you're not consciously focusing on that, on creating change and transformation, then you will subconsciously create drama. And listen, this is one of those places where there's no in between. I mean, you are either consciously moving towards evolution, trying to create positive change and transformation in whatever ways those, speak to you on whatever levels. You're either doing that, or you're subconsciously creating drama or getting involved in other people's dramas. It really is that simple, especially when these energies are activating in this way. There's kind of a black and whiteness to it, or a polarity. So you get to choose. I mean, do you want to focus your energies into, positive expressions of your passion, of your desire, of that desire to change, to transform? Or do you want to just create a bunch of melodrama in your life, or step into other people's melodramas, a bunch of friction and static. Um, I can't speak for anybody else but myself, but I know which direction I want to move in. Now, that doesn't always mean it's easy. And I find that even when you are focused on creating positive movement in your life, constructive, in other words, when you're focused on growth, okay, which actually that can be letting go, okay, that can be letting go. Letting go is part of it. It happens simultaneously. Letting go of what is no longer needed, what no longer serves you. So if you feel the need to more move in that direction, that still counts in a way as positive growth, because it's more like pruning, okay? And if you prune and sculpt and take away what is unnecessary or unhelpful, you can reveal the beauty underneath. And make no mistake about it, this is a beautifying full moon cycle for the next couple of weeks ahead, not just right now. But we are to focus on beautifying our lives, whether that is through removing the gunk, stepping out of melodrama and drama, and or creating beauty, moving into our passion, expressing it. Both, probably. But again, it can be easy. It can be easy even when you're focused. Let's say you're a very growth-minded person. You're very, not just positive, but constructively minded. I want to use that phrase, constructively minded. You are, not just trying to, and I don't know if anybody tries to destroy, well, actually, people do try to destroy themselves. There is self-sabotage. That is true. And self-sabotage is one of those things, I mean, if it ever, I don't know that I believe in sin per se, but if there ever was a sin, I think self-sabotage is one of them, where you go against yourself. Why do that? Okay? You need to believe in yourself. You need to do positive for yourself, good things, helpful, healthy. I mean, there's plenty of forces in the world that will go against you. You don't need to be one of them. You need to be on your own team. So that might be something somebody needs to hear right now. And making choices that support you, that make your way in this world, if not easier, better, more beautiful, a higher path. But yeah, it's not easy sometimes to step out of the drama. You have to be consciously focused on creating your path, tuning into your higher joy and your higher passion, or otherwise you will get sucked down into the vortex, like the negative vortex, okay? The vortex of drama, the vortex of confusion, the vortex of overwhelm. So, turn your focus to channeling that passionate creative energy into something that uplifts you and perhaps the others in your life as well. Something that brings joy, brings beauty, brings a certain flair, a life force energy, okay? Turn to life. And yes, death will happen. There will be deaths. There will be letting goes around this time. That is part of the necessary cycle. According to modern scientific understanding, our universe, and especially here where we are in planet Earth, this was born of the explosion of a supernova, a star. We came out of a death, a transformation. So transformations are necessary, but creating static and friction are not. All right, well, that's my message for you today, and I hope that helped you all, and I hope it spoke to you in some way, and sending you many bright blessings and cosmic awakenings. Until next time.